be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kid Brewer Stadium, home of the AppSt Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Appalachian State's offense will go to work first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. So Georgia Southern's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Bryant. With the catch, it's Dallas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They kick it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for space, it's Roberts. Has midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got an open man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll run it again. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. I gotta get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. The Appalachian stayed faithful, raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on 3rd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They feed him again. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Dallas. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Eagles headed quickly to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Georgia Southern will have it now, first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
That completion will take it. Five-yard line, they'll mark it at the 6.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's third and goal. Wide out trying to get it in.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
And that is no good. So the score remains 3-0.
And that kind of tells you how the season's gone for this squad. Just whether it's the offense, whether it's the defense, now it's the special teams, missing a makeable kick. It's been that kind of year.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. And the pressure was too much. They They get him at the 15.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Eagles are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. He's got it. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Strowman. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Roberts. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Hit as he throws. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Mountaineers are threatening on 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, AppSt.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught him off guard a little.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. The Appalachians stayed faithful, raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on third down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. UTSA looked less like a pack of road runners and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in San Antonio, and today they found a way outside of the Alamo Dome. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's coming. The Mountaineers get enough for the first down. last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Barnes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time.
Turning on the Jets. Makes it past the marker. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
All out of space. Rushed through behind his pad. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Mountaineers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Bryant. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Helms. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the Eagles will keep this drive going. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gary. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something in.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Mountaineers get enough for the first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Throws to the back. Quickly complete. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is, other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that.